What's going on out there, everybody watching this? This is my first ever me answering questions from some of my Twitter followers. So here we go. A lot of these people, thank you all. Whoever sent me questions, thank you for sending me questions to answer on this video. All these people, I will tell you at the end, and I'll tell you when I'm done answering their question, to follow them. They deserve to be followed. They're good, cool people on Twitter. First question comes from @Jen Russell. It's capital JEN, capital WRASSLE. Follow her. @Jen Russell. Her question, she had 2 questions she sent me. Thank you for sending me the questions, or else I would have no questions really to answer. Her first question: which TNA wrestler would I like to see in the WWE? Well, I would have said Bobby Roode and Eric Young, but they already are gone from TNA. They have left TNA. If you didn't know that, Bobby Roode and Eric Young are no longer with TNA Wrestling. But they're gone, so I'm not going to say Bobby Roode and Eric Young, because I think one of them will debut in the WWE soon. If not with NXT, then with the WWE on the main roster. After WrestleMania, probably. But the people left, some of the wrestlers left in TNA that I'm a fan of, I would like to see go to the WWE. First is a tag team, the Wolves. I'd like to see Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards go to the WWE within 1 or 2 years. They were there for a very, very short time for like a tryout match in NXT, were the Wolves. So I would say I'd like to see the Wolves go to the WWE. Also, because I'm a fan of these 2 wrestlers, I would like to see Jeff Hardy go back to the WWE within 1 or 2 years. But Jeff Hardy just signed a contract with TNA, so I think Jeff Hardy will be in TNA for the rest of 2016. But maybe Jeff Hardy could come back at the Royal Rumble 2017 and be in the Rumble match as a surprise. Anyways, third guy I would like to see go to the WWE from TNA is EC3. Yes, EC3 was there before in NXT. He was on one of the seasons of NXT before it became its own brand. Anyways, EC3 used to be there in the WWE. He was Derek Bateman. I think that's his real name. Anyways, EC3 was there in WWE, let him go. I believe he might have been getting injured a lot. I don't know. But they let him go, and they dropped the ball. The WWE definitely dropped the ball letting EC3 go, because he has thrived and became a huge star in TNA. EC3 is great. I can't say enough good things about the guy. His promos are great. He's a great in-ring wrestler. The guy is great. So EC3, the Wolves, and Jeff Hardy, I would like to see go to WWE in the future, or within a year. Her next question from @Jen Russell. Her next question to me was, which WrestleMania match am I most looking forward to the most? Which WrestleMania match am I looking forward to the most? Well, there's 2 of them. The first would be the Divas title match. Triple threat Divas title match. Sasha versus Becky versus Charlotte. The second match would be Taker versus Shane in Hell in a Cell. But I believe Taker and Shane, there's going to be too much interference in that match. So the match I'm most looking forward to is the Divas title triple threat match. I think it will be great. And finally, women's wrestling will get its chance to shine at the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania, and put on a 5-star match. I believe Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte will absolutely tear the house down, and they'll get a standing ovation after the match. So thank you, Jen, @JenWrestle, for those 2 questions. Thank you very much. I hope you're happy with my answers. Next question is from I don't really know this Twitter follower that well, but thank you for following me. @DeathChild6. That's DeathChild, the number 6, @DeathChild6. Thank you for sending me a question. Their question to me is, who is my favorite wrestler of all time? And I asked them, do they just want one wrestler? Do they want a current wrestlers that are still wrestling? Or do they want my favorite wrestlers of all time? Do they want my top 5, my top 10 favorite wrestlers of all time? They said they wanted a couple of my favorite of all time. So I'm going to give you a couple. I'll give you 10 of my favorite of all time. Number 1 has to be Ric Flair. The guy was so good when he was wrestling, especially in the 80s and 90s. He was very good. Ric Flair is one of my all-time favorites, probably number 1. Number 2 would be Hulk Hogan. I grew up idolizing the guy. Hulk Hogan is the reason I became a wrestling fan, bottom line. Number 3 would be Shawn Michaels. Big Shawn Michaels fan growing up in the 90s. Basically, I was almost a teenager when Shawn Michaels won his first WWE championship in 96. Big time Shawn Michaels fan. Number 4 would be Macho Man Randy Savage. Big fan of Macho Man. Loved his promos, loved his in-ring work, loved his style, loved his wrestling gear, loved his robes. Macho Man is one of the greatest of all time. Number 5 would be Sting. Big time Sting fan again. I grew up idolizing Sting. Sting was a hero of mine as a kid. Other guys on my list would be Mick Foley. I respect the hell out of him. He is great. Great promos, and he was insane. He would do anything to his body to entertain the fans. Another guy, Brock Lesnar. He's on my all-time favorite list, top 10, because Brock Lesnar is a freak of nature and a beast. AJ Styles is on my list. I was a big-time AJ Styles fan in TNA. I followed his entire career. I have AJ Styles. I have 3 or 4 AJ Styles DVDs, best of AJ Styles. AJ's great. Another guy on my list, Rowdy Piper. His promos were tremendous. He was very good. He was good in the ring and great at promos. Very sad Rowdy Piper's no longer with us. Another guy on my list, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. His promos were epic. The guy is probably one of the greatest talkers in the history of pro wrestling. Dusty Rhodes was great. Very sad Dusty passed away last year, along with Rowdy Piper. So thank you for those questions at DeathChild6. I hope you're happy with my answers. Now a question from @X Savannah Slays X. Again, if you want to follow her, follow her. I'm telling you, follow her. It's X, capital X, capital S, AVANNAH, capital S, LAYS, capital X. Follow her at Savannah Slays X. Follow her. I believe you're a female. If you're not, I'm sorry. But your Twitter name makes me think you are a female. So thank you for sending this question to me. She asked, Will Selchin Benjamin, former Team Angle member, former member of the world's greatest tag team with Charlie Haas, will Benjamin ever come back to the WWE? Will Benjamin ever come back to the WWE is their question to me. I think so. I think he would be great in NXT. He would do well in NXT. Maybe he's still wrestling in Japan. I don't know where he wrestles. I don't know if he's retired, but I don't think he's retired because he's probably under 40 years old. I was a big-time fan of Benjamin when he was in the WWE, when he was Intercontinental Champion. I was a big fan of Benjamin. So I think he could come back to the WWE. Why not? I think he could be back. And if he does come back, I think he would probably go to NXT. But maybe he wouldn't want to go to NXT. I don't know. Maybe he would only want to be on Raw and SmackDown in pay-per-views. But I think Benjamin, someday, I think he will come back. So I hope you're happy with my answer. Now, here's another Twitter question from @GBean06 or 0609. @GBean0609. Again, follow her. She's a great, cool person. Follow her. Please follow her. She deserves a lot of followers. She's a big-time wrestling fan. Follow her at capital G, capital B, EAN 0609. Follow her at GBean0609. She's been following me probably for close to a year, so thank you for following me in the first place. Her question to me was, who is my least favorite actor and least favorite actress? Least favorite actress, I don't have that many. I mean, I watch a lot of movies, I've watched a lot of TV shows, and I don't dislike many actors or actresses. A lot of them do not bother me. But I got two actresses that kind of bother me because I don't think they're very good. The first would be Renee Zellweger. She was in Jerry Maguire. That movie is 20 years ago. Maybe you don't know who she is, but I don't like Renee Zellweger. I don't think she's a good actress. I don't think she's any good. Anyways, Renee Zellweger is one of them. Another actress that is my least favorite would be Lindsay Lohan. Not a fan of hers. I don't think she's a great actress. I never did. But her best part, her best role that she did the best in was probably Mean Girls. She was pretty good in that. But all her other movies, other than Mean Girls, the other movies I have not bothered to even see of hers, and I don't want to see them because they looked like they were not any good. One of the movies, Lindsay Lohan, I believe, played a couple years ago, I think, played a stripper. I didn't care to see it. I don't want to see it. And she was no good in it, I heard. So Lindsay Lohan, Renee Zellweger, they're my least favorite. Also, another actress that I'm not a fan of. I never thought she's a really good actress. I mean, she's pretty good she's damn good looking, but she's not a great actress. That would be Gwyneth Paltrow. Not a fan of hers. I don't think she can act. She's in a lot of pretty stupid movies. One of them was called Shallow Hell, which I was not a fan of. Anyways, she's probably most famous for being Chris Martin's ex-wife. Chris Martin is from Coldplay, the band Coldplay. So that's what I know Gwyneth Paltrow for most, is being Chris Martin's ex-wife from Coldplay. I don't dislike her that much, but she's really no good in movies or TV shows, in my opinion. But she's a likable person. I mean, I see Gwyneth Paltrow be interviewed sometimes on talk shows, and she seems like a nice person and likable. With Gwyneth Paltrow, 1 or 2 years ago, she did an interview on the Howard Stern show. She was very good on there, and she had an entertaining interview that was interesting. So Gwyneth Paltrow, Renee Zellweger, and Lindsay Lohan are some of my least favorite actresses. Now, my least favorite actors are Tyler Perry. I'm not a fan of his. I do not like his movies. They're very boring to me and pretty stupid. He always dresses up as a woman, plays some old grandma. I believe her name, Tyler Perry plays, I think the name was Medina. He put out all these movies dressed as a grandma called Medina's Family Vacation, whatever the hell they were called, I don't know. But I'm not a fan of Tyler Perry, and I don't like him as an actor. Another guy I'm not a fan of, actor, is Russell Brand. I don't know if you know who he is, but Russell Brand used to be the ex-husband of Katy Perry. I'm not a fan of his. I think he's a bad actor. I don't like the guy. I mean, he's a comedian, I believe, stand-up comedian, but I'm not a fan of his. He was in a movie called Get Him to the Greek. Never saw it. I don't want to see it because I think Russell Brand is a lousy actor. Another guy I don't like, another actor, is Adrian Brody. This guy is bad. He's just a bad actor in my opinion. I think he might have won an Academy Award, but I still don't like the guy. Adrian Brody was in some bad movies that I saw. A remake of Predator. Predator, if you don't know what that movie is, it was an action movie in the 80s that Arnold Schwarzenegger was in. It was called Predator. It was a great movie when Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it. But they remade it, and Adrian Brody, I guess, was playing the part of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he was very bad in it. He sucked. So, he's been in a bad movie, bad Predator remake, and he was in another bad movie that I saw that I wish I would have never saw. It was called Splice. S-P-L-I-C-E. Splice. It was very weird movie and just stupid. And he was bad in it. So Tyler Perry, Adrian Brody, and Russell Brand are my least favorite actors. I'm not a fan of theirs as actors. So thank you for those questions at GBean0609. Thank you for the questions. I appreciate it. Next question is from at Ike. I think this is how you say your name. At Ike Roy 82_Roy. I'll spell it out for everybody so you can go follow him. I believe you're a guy. At Ike Roy at IKEROY 82_ROY. Follow him. Or if I hope you're not a girl, but if you're a girl, follow her. So at Ike Roy 82_Roy asked me, who do I got at WrestleMania in the Taker? Who do I got at WrestleMania? Taker or Shane? That's easy. That's very easy to answer. Shane McMahon, I would like to win, so he can run Raw. Shane McMahon, I would like to win. So very easy question to answer. Shane McMahon over The Undertaker. I love The Undertaker. I respect him. He's an all-time great. He's a legend. But I want Shane McMahon to win. So Shane McMahon. Thank you for sending your question at Ike Roy 82_Roy. Thanks for the question. Last question is from at Corey275. Thank you for sending me this question. You followed me for a long time. Thanks for following. And follow him on Twitter. It's at COREY 275. Follow him at Corey275. Follow him. Please follow him. For me, follow the guy. He asked me what will be the highlight match, or what will be, I guess, my highlight match, or what will be the highlight match at WrestleMania 32. Well, I think it could be Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar, or I would say it would be the Divas Triple Threat match. Also, the Hell in a Cell match between Taker and Shane will be a highlight. So those three matches, Ambrose, Lesnar, Divas title triple threat, and the Hell in a Cell Taker versus Shane, in my opinion, will be the highlight matches of WrestleMania. Those are three of them. AJ Jericho could also be very good. And what else is on the show? The IC title ladder match. That could be very good. That could be a highlight. But these three matches, Ambrose, Lesnar, Hell in a Cell, and the Divas title triple threat, I think will be the best and will deliver and be the biggest highlight, of which most fans will probably remember these three matches the most. So thanks for the question, at Corey275. I hope you're happy with my answer. It'll be Ambrose, Lesnar, Divas title triple threat, and Hell in a Cell will be the highlight match at WrestleMania. If I had to pick one, I would say Hell in a Cell would probably be the highlight match. But the match I'm most looking forward to is the Divas title triple threat. But I'm really looking forward to the Hell in a Cell match also, and Lesnar Ambrose. Hope you all enjoyed this video of me answering questions I got from Twitter. If you want to ask me a question for another video where I answer questions, you want to ask me more questions, write under this video, write me some comments on questions you want answered by me, or ask me a question on Twitter. If you watch this and you enjoyed it, ask me a question, send me a tweet on Twitter at TNAWWEGuy. Send me a tweet asking me a question, and I will give you a shout out on YouTube and answer it. I hope you all are happy with the answers I had. Thanks for sending the questions. I really appreciate it. Without any of you sending me questions, I couldn't have done this video, so I really appreciate it. I wish I would have got more questions, but I did not. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope I can do more videos answering more questions in the future. Have a great week. It's WrestleMania week, everybody, so I hope you have a great time during WrestleMania week, and I hope you all enjoy WrestleMania. Bye for now, everybody.